Welcome to MissouriNet.com. I'm Bill Pollack, along with Jason West from Misha, their communications director. Busy weekend. Jason, first off, final athletic weekend for high school sports here in Missouri, correct?
We are all wrapped up now. Yes, sir.
All right. Baseball and girls soccer finished things off. The boys baseball championships in O'Fallon, and then over in Kansas City, you had the girls soccer. I want to start with the soccer because last week I think we started with baseball, touched a little bit about the girls soccer. But as I look at the teams that won, we have teams that come back on multiple championships, back-to-back championships. Duchesne actually won back-to-back titles. I think it was Class 2, and then prior to that they had won back-to-back titles in Class 1. So I think they're on a four-peat. There's some dynasties when it comes to girls high school soccer here in Missouri, isn't there?
They're certainly shaping up that way. Like you said, Duchesne is one that won their fourth in a row. St. Joseph's Academy and St. Teresa's Academy are two on the Class 4 side that are having some great runs and have been there multiple times as well.
Sorry about that. I had a commercial playing on one of the websites that I had opened up. So, all right, I got to make sure I close some of those windows. So, but I heard you though. I got everything you said. So, yeah, and we talked about this too. That girls soccer, the popularity in terms of programs that are adding the sport. It's now up to 4 classes. Do you see any other schools that are in the process of adding soccer? Is that sport continuing to grow?
I think it's growing in popularity now at the schools that offer it. I think the participation numbers are going up, but seeing an influx of schools adding it. I think that we had that a few years ago, especially right about the time we went to the 4-class system from the 3-class system. So we've kind of plateaued on the number of schools that have added it, but we're certainly seeing it grow in popularity for the schools that already offer it.
What's been the rise or the reason that soccer's popularity is growing, at least on the high school level, and with the number of schools over the last couple of years that have added the program? What are you guys seeing as the reason for that increase?
Well, I think it started at the youth level, and the popularity of it at the youth level, and those students wanting to keep playing. Also, the facility factor, I think, is the largest assistance in growing the sport. For a long time, football fields were grass fields, and it was lucky if the band got to practice on the football field before Friday night, let alone anybody other than the football team. With the addition of artificial turf and the the more schools are going to that allows for more activities to be able to participate. And now they have a field, whereas they may have a soccer team, but they have to go 20 miles out of their way to play any home games. Now they have that facility there on campus or there in town that they can use at their convenience instead of having to go and rent a facility somewhere else.
Oh, very interesting. Didn't even think about that. All right, let's shift to baseball. A good weekend. The weather finally cooperated toward the end of the tournament. You had some nice weather Friday and Saturday, and things look like they went well. Some pretty good competitive games across the board.
There were some very exciting games. Monday got off to a really slow start, only getting 3 outs in of the game, and that had to push the schedule back. And we lost our third place games for Class 1 and 2. But Mother Nature held off for us and allowed us the ability to get the rest of the games in, and had some very nice weather, maybe a little overcast on a couple of days, but just great weather to play baseball, and had some exciting games. Saw some very unique plays, had our home runs. We had Fulton stole home with the bases loaded. So it was an exciting week.
And I know that there are some teams now, as we shift forward, looking ahead to next year. I know some teams are practicing softball, football practices getting underway. Just talk briefly about what the rules are and how much teams can participate in the summer.
Now that the majority of the school, I believe all the schools are out for the regular school year, many of which have already started summer school. So the summer period actually starts the day after your last day of school or Memorial Day, whichever comes later, or comes first. So the summer period has started for pretty much everybody across the state. During that time, each sport gets a number of contact days. I believe this summer it's still 25. I believe on this past ballot, the membership voted to move that down to 20 days. But each sport, each gender. So boys basketball gets 20, girls basketball gets 20, boys cross country, girls track, boys track. All of those get the same number of days where the coach can meet with the team. They can have a practice, run drills, do everything like they would during a normal day, and have that throughout the summer as well. They can spread those out. They can even have interscholastic contests with other schools during that time too, and that would count as a contact day.
It keeps them busy. You get part-time jobs and practices and all that stuff too, and enjoying the summer. So the kids certainly busy. And then I want to talk about obviously the sad news coming out of Columbia coach Arnel Monroe, the head football coach at Columbia Hickman, who passed away on Sunday because of a heart attack at the young age of 49. He was a good coach. I know the program struggled over the last couple of years as Battle High School kind of came into that Columbia market and maybe stretched a little bit of the talent thin, but I know he was held in high regard for his attitude and positive attitude that he had toward his players and never give up quality.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing you're going to hear about Coach Monroe is his passion for Hickman High School, and being an alum and being there on the coaching level after graduating for as long as he was. He was very passionate about the school and wanted to do everything he could of the school. I think we're going to be hearing a lot of those stories coming out this week.
All right, Jason. Well, let's catch up. Thanks for the visit. Let's catch up next week. We'll talk about some summer house cleaning items and start taking a little peek ahead at what's coming up in the fall, and we'll go from there.
I'm hoping to be able to see the top of my desk by next Monday.
All right, the athletic season came to a close. A busy weekend for Jason and everyone at Misha. Thanks for watching us, and we will talk to you again here real soon at MissouriNet.com.